Hey there, this is Darren. Just finished at APA, 2 programs. I'm exhausted. I spoiled myself, had an ice cream cone, which after a presentation and I have the sugar high, I'm like, ugh. It's embarrassing, especially when you're sitting there watching Brian Tracy. So he was really cool. But even though I'm exhausted, I'm tired, I feel like going to get dinner, but I don't feel like doing this. I'm forcing myself to do this. Discipline. So today, um, I worked on the exercise 18 minutes. I really wish it was more, but I'm just making progress. So in Sid's book, the exercise he has us working on now is writing your treatment. And one of the steps in writing the treatment is clearly defining, he said on a separate piece of paper, what the obstacles are, what the main character's obstacles that they have to overcome. So I actually listed 5. Um, Number 1, self-confidence, big challenge. Yeah, that probably goes without saying. This was so far out of my comfort zone to try and learn to be funny. Number 2, that I wasn't funny. So number 1, confidence, just personal confidence to get up on stage. Number 2, it's the funny thing. Most people believe you can't learn to be funny. So this was a big obstacle. Number 3, being abandoned by a mentor. One of my mentors had, yeah, we'll get more into that later, but abandoned by a mentor, left me high and dry. And my second mentor, Dave Fitzgerald, passed away, and he died in the year 2000, like a year before I had entered into the contest. But he was one of the reasons I joined the contest too. And if you've ever seen my acceptance speech, I dedicated it to him and to my dad. And number 5, the naysayers, the people, the friends and family who told me I was crazy for trying this. So that's what I have. Those are my 5 obstacles. He asked for 4. I don't know if I'm overage or being lazy because I didn't narrow it down to 4, but hey, that's what I did. Honesty. So those are my obstacles, and I have to go back and reread some of he talked about in the exercise what I need to do. Let me look that up as I'm talking to you. In the exercise, he laid out that I have to write a half page to dramatize a scene in a dramatic recreation, and one of them is a narrative synopsis. So I have to go back and try and read what's the difference between those two. So a little challenged to rate those, but I have to go back and get a little clearer and just give it a shot. So that's all for today. Made my 18 minutes of progress, and now I'm going to treat myself to dinner. So that's it for today. I made progress, and ironically, this was what Brian Tracy was talking about, is that successful people make progress every day. So I was psyched to get that reinforcement. And then after hearing him speak, how could I not make progress today? So it was very cool to see him and Fripp and watch them chat together and listen to that conversation. It was very interesting. So I made progress today. How about you?